And we are underway in Denver.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. Ellie falls victim to the K. Will Smith to the plate. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Makes the sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Pete Hill digging in now. Sliced hard but foul. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tatis on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Stepping in, Ellie De La Cruz. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. He was late there, strike one.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
Stays alive.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
Ball 2.
Way high.
Ball 3.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And now, Joe Mauer. First offering. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. Save.
No, he's in there.
Cruz gets his first steal of the game. And it's second. Fouled off. He was late. And downstairs.
That's down.
That's too low. Full count now. Carrying well. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Safely into second. He's got a double. To tell K up to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. There's a swing and a miss. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Out towards right center field. Should be extra bases. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. The tying run is in to score from third. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the last 3 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which is the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
Ball. That's inside.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Man at first with 1 gone. In half up to hit. And that is out of play. The 0-1.
Aye.
And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Swing and a miss as he was late. Ground ball to the right side. Hill takes it to the bag, and there's two down. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Anthony Santander, the next to hit, takes ball one.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And it is 2-1. Pat at second with two down. Next pitch
Inside
misses
ball.
inside, and the count is 3-1. Swings through that.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to get...
Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here in Denver, new inning getting started.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he... everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Cody Bellinger now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it. Two down. Here is Gleyber Torres. And a strike to Gleyber. Flails at that one. Back here at Coors Field. The batter will be Fernando Tatis, number 7. Comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 0-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Ball
Really good
inside.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Up the middle. And he beats
He's in
it.
there.
He's safe.
Oh, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play.
Tatis runs. Polanco in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Now he steps off. Nothing going on at first. Back to first, and he's saved. Tatis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Now he steps off. Nothing doing. And that's the second disengagement now. Bellinger should have this one. One away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Runner takes off. And there's 2 down. So digging in, Joe Mauer. A double and a run scored his first time up. Here goes the runner. And a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good.
Oh, diving stop from his knees. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here in Denver, on to the 3rd inning. Dante Nori getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. That one fouled off. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
And now it's going to be Darrell Hernandez. The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Up the middle. Throw to first
Got him.
is in time.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Ian Happ now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Out towards right center field. Beltran on the move. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Coors Field. Bellinger up to hit. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough.
This one in the air center field. Should be extra bases. He's got it. Runner tagging and heading for home. In to score from 3rd. It's 3-zip. So no one on after the sac fly. Carlos Beltran will hit next. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Ball 1.
That one hit to right. Happ takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Anthony Santander at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Not close with that one, and it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Bellinger in a full sprint, and that ends the inning. On to the 4th, digging in, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
First pitch swinging.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2020.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. A solo shot. And they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Cutter inside can be a backbreaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Grounded out his first time up. And it's fouled away.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Bellinger takes it in for the out. One down. And now the first baseman, Pete Hill. He's 0 for 1. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Here comes the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Back to the mound. He's got it. And they get Hill for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Rip, but it curls foul. 0-1 down. Late with the swing there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job. Just couldn't keep it fair.
Good job to fight that one off.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes.
And that is that. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's for Tatis Jr.
Now pitching.
So they turn to Craig Kimbrell.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his.
Get high in the air. There it goes. See ya.
Inconceivable.
They'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 5-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. You know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Polanco stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that one fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Foul ball.
Polanco hanging in there. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Bellinger under this one. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. That one ripped, but foul. Swings and chases a low one there. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to 3rd. Did not go. And that one
That pitch is
upstairs.
out. That ball's foul.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. Hit on the ground to short. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back here in Denver, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Now pitching.
Ryan Helsley gets the call from the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
Nope,
one of the better
outside.
ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Now, Dante Nori. Late on that fastball.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location, he just guessed wrong.
That one 95 to finish him off. 2 outs, base is empty. Darrell Hernandez now at the plate. On the ground.
Foul.
And that's just foul. The 0-1. A big swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Triple. Back here at Coors. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And first offering is fouled off. Raleigh, a 6'4" righty. He features a sinker, a slider, a forkball, and he works in a 4-seamer. Doesn't have enough. And it's up the wall, but foul. Up the middle, De La Cruz throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Raleigh, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. De La Cruz sends it to first, and it's a 1. Top 6. Leading off. Ian Happ.
The right fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
And Ian swings through it.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up next, Ellie De La Cruz. Fought off foul. Now the 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Up to the plate is Will Smith. That one at triple digits.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
101 on the gun. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Well, we go bottom 6.
Now
Stepping in, Felix Bautista taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Swings and fouls one off. One up, one down. Anthony Santander digs in now. To the right
That ball's
side.
foul.
And foul ball. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. The Hammers one out to right. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1.
That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
One down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Ball, that's in.
In the air, right field. Half on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. And that's fouled off.
That's a ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Denver. And here's the first baseman, Pete Hill.
Number 21, Pete Hill. Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Eric Gagne.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Arenado, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious.
And a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
For the Dominican Republic. Number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. Bottom of the 7th. Digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings through that one for strike 1. That's a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball, that's out.
Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run.
Inconceivable.
A solo shot. And they add on. It's 7-1.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
Here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Marte stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And a swing and a miss.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking at...
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone.
Inconceivable.
Ketel Marte leaves the yard. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 8-1. One down. Cody Bellinger, the next to hit.
Off the
Inside,
plate, ball one.
just missed. Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for the Dominican
Here's the left
Republic,
fielder,
the
Ian
left
Happ.
fielder, number 8, Ian
And
Happ.
first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the second out.
Next for the Avenger,
Carlos
the
Beltran
center fielder,
getting ready to
Carlos
hit.
Beltran.
High fly ball, right field. Happ settles underneath it. And that's the inning. Back here at Coors Field. For the top of the 8th, Gleyber Torres.
Now pitching, Kenley Jansen.
Here's a tapper towards short. Fires over to Bellinger. One pitch and one out. So digging in, Dante Nori.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Center field. Beltran takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Darrell Hernandez. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Comes up empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, number 25.
Now pitching,
So they turn to their closer, Joan Duran.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Got him. Now one away. So up next, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. That one at triple digits. Duran, the tall righty, 230 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one ripped left field. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Down the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. It kind of rolls.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here.
Inconceivable.
A 2-run homer. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add to their lead. It's 11-1.